I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Hey guys, this is Audrey with episode 3 of the Hitchhiker's Guide to Gaming. This week's topic is a little bit controversial. It is the term gamer girl. So people took this a lot of different ways. The idea of females who game. You've got the idea of fake females who game. Female role models within the gaming world. It's like a lot of different things going on. So I'm going to get right on to the clips.
I hate the term gamer girl. Absolutely hate it. The fact that I have lady parts does not have any bearing whatsoever on my love for gaming or my ability to be good at them or my ability to be bad at them. Zero correlation. I have interests outside of gaming, and some of them are particularly girly interests. That doesn't mean I'm not sitting on the couch screaming obscenities at the TV the same way you are when we're playing around with Slayer. I prefer RPG style games, so when we sit down to play around something in a first-person shooter like Halo, I'm not going to be as good. I prefer strategy games and puzzles to headshots and assassinations. If there's anything to do with the fact that I'm a girl, that's not why I'm bad, it's just I'm outside of my realm of stuff. My negative KD does not mean I'm any less of a gamer, and my lack of external genitalia does not mean I'm fake. I'm not a girl gamer any more than I would call someone else a boy gamer. I am a gamer. There's no adjective required.
Gamer girls. This phrase needs to disappear completely. If you're a male and you play video games, you're a gamer. If you're a female and you play video games, you're a gamer. It's a needless distinction. The phrase gamer girl gives the impression that girls who play games are some sort of subsidiary and not as real as other gamers, which is obviously complete crap. Using the phrase as an insult is ridiculously stupid, but obviously there's always going to be those people that feel they need to be superior to others. And unfortunately, this is often the people that consider themselves true fans of something. But as someone who doesn't really understand the fascination of having labels and names for communities, having a distinction between gamers and girl gamers creates a pointless rift in the community that really doesn't need to be there. So for the people that refuse to acknowledge girls as real gamers, shut up, we're all one and the same. And for the people who like to refer to themselves as girl gamers, shut up, you're the same as everyone else.
I really hope we don't have to clarify here that we're not talking about all girls who game, and that we're talking about this idea of the gamer girl, this idea of people who pretend to like games to seek attention. You know, the sorts of people that you hear say, "Oh, I love Zelda. I love his little green hat." You know, those people. I think the main point of resentment we feel towards these faux gamers is that they didn't have to go through the stuff that we did. I got bullied for being a geek all the time at my school. My solace was to go home and to play more games. And that really wasn't seen as cool. Some of the people I've had the best conversations about games and some of the best times while playing games have been girls. And obviously you only have to look as far as the Rooster Teeth community to realise that, you know, not every girl who plays games is a gamer girl. And that term has been stolen by these attention-seeking hipsters who now see it as cool. I really don't see it as anything worth being mad about, though. I mean, to them it's just a fad, but to us, well, we know it's so much more.
I have no problem with girls who play games. I do, however, have a problem with girls who claim to play games. There are those who aren't in it for the games, but are in it for the attention, especially those who pose provocatively with controllers. And they are escalating a negative stereotype, but if we ignore them, they'll eventually fade away. Attention is what they seek. If they identify as a gamer girl, odds are they aren't true gamers. They may play the odd game, but they're not a gamer. I don't call myself a gamer boy, because that would be ridiculous. Gender should not come into it. You are either a gamer, or you aren't. There is a stigma attached to gaming, that it's boyish or manly. Girls, if males give you a hard time, ignore them. If your female friends mock you, get better friends. Games are not for you is utter bollocks. There are more male football fans than female, but would you discriminate against a female fan? I think not. Games, like films, are made for people, not genders. If you want to see an action film, see the action film, and if you want to play a shooter, play the shooter. Now, I've met many wonderful people and made great friends through games, many of whom are girls. Now, there is a minority who will treat girls differently. They will either give them special treatment or ridicule them. The majority won't think twice about gender. The game is what is important. Don't pretend to be something you're not. Do what you love, because that is what you love. That's all that matters.
Today I was called a girl gamer. I don't take to it lightly. You see, some people call girls girl gamers because they're female gamers and they seem to think that it's fine. But when a guy calls a girl gamer and insults them, that's not nice. I don't understand why the word gamer and the word girl, and when they come together, why that is meant to be an insult. I mean, we have some strong female characters in some games like Tomb Raider, and yet men look down on girls because gaming is a boy thing. And plus, some girl gamers, so much better than boys. Just gotta put it out there.
I find the term girl gamer is kind of used in two ways. The first is the way that's used by the sort of established male gaming community, which is girls playing games just to get male attention. And I don't think this is true very often. I'm sure there are cases of it happening, and there's nothing wrong with that really. I mean, if they're still playing games, they're still part of our community and we should accept them for that. I think the stereotype exists because it's kind of a resistance to change in the gaming community. Because the gaming community has been so male-dominated for such a long time, I think it's difficult for people to understand that it might be changing. And this is kind of just human nature, I think, this will happen with any group, but that doesn't mean it's okay. Genuine girl gamers, as in gamers who happen to be female, use it in a very different way, which is to kind of show that they are part of our community and be recognised as part of our community, because it is sort of assumed that you're male if you play games. And I think gender identity is important, so if people are kind of assuming you're something you're not, that can be unpleasant. Ultimately, I hope that we kind of get past this. I want it to be normal for girls to play games. It's stupid that we don't let girls play games without giving them a hard time.
If I may play the devil's advocate for a moment, I get that some guys are worried that everything that they love is going to be somehow bastardized or something by people who don't truly like it, and they almost consider it as like cultural appropriation or something. But coming back to reality, they're just being bullies and doing the same thing to girl gamers as what the jocks in high school did to them.
Gamer girls. Clearly gamer girls aren't a minority. The 2010 ESRB survey shows that 40% of gamers are female. And surely in the past 3 years, the balance would have closed even more. And there's also a significant number of new gamers. 40% of the community is a large amount, but what we really need is for there to be more female role models in the gaming community. And that the women that we do have already get more recognition. People like Aisha Tyler, who presented the Ubisoft press conferences at E3 over the past few years, she did a fantastic job. Hopefully she's inspired a lot of girls to get into gaming. But you've also got people that are on YouTube and trying to get work out there that way. People like the RPG Minx, people like iJustine and her gaming channel, and then also people like LOL Renee, people who stream a lot and do their stuff that way. These people should be recognised for putting out great content and being shown, but it seems to be a male-dominated area for now. But hopefully over the next few years, the recognition would get to where it needs to be for there to be no negativity towards female gamers.
The term gamer girl to me seems like an excuse for division within the community. In one instance, it's a division that says that somehow females who game aren't actual gamers, they need to justify themselves, which is kind of dangerous. And on the other hand, it gives way to a number of problems like slut-shaming or girls calling other girls fake gamers. And yes, I'm absolutely certain that there are models with huge fake breasts who they pay to cosplay as different video game characters. I'm sure that there are also a couple instances of girls who pretend to play games for attention. But the fact of the matter is that if we're going to start nitpicking and saying, well, you count as a gamer, you don't count as a gamer, whether it's because you're female or because you dress or look a certain way or whatever, that gets really dangerous. And it gives an excuse for people not to include other gamers. And I think that we're a great community of people, and that this really sells us short. As far as I'm concerned, I'm a gamer. I like pink, and I like baking, and shit like that. But that doesn't make me somehow less valid. So, thanks for watching as always, guys. If you'd like to click the link below, that will lead you to the group, along with the profiles of all of our contributors. And as always, subscriptions and comments and likes and all that are really appreciated. So I hope we see you next time for episode 4 of the Hitchhiker's Guide to Gaming. Thanks for watching.
I think it's just a I think it's just I don't know what I want to say. I do, but I don't know how to say it. Ah!